in regards to my review of the game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Final thoughts. Final thoughts with D to the O to the G. I don't know if you guys played it. Obviously, I have all my VODs here, but that game was excellent. There are, I'm going to say that the cons first. First off, there were a couple issues in regards to frame rate. I'm running a 3080 Ti. I'm running a 3080 Ti with CPU of AMD 5900X and 32 gigs of RAM. And I had frame rate issues where I took ray tracing off. I scaled it down to my monitor size and everything. And there were still, especially when we went to space or whatever, it kind of got laggy. And in some scenarios, it was laggy. That was a little bit weird. And then the biggest thing that affected me that was actually kind of sucky was that the capture card cut out. I've never, out of any of my games, had that happen, and it happened on this one twice, especially at the height of a crazy moment. You all saw it, for those of you who were here. It was an intense moment that was like, oh my gosh, and it literally crapped out the moment I used it, used the abilities. So that was something that actually kind of ruined the moment. But besides the frame rate issues, and that little glitch, the game is, and some of the little bit of the combat, there was some weird glitches in the combat. If you guys saw that, especially in the final boss fight in the final VOD, there was some weird glitching happening where he was behind me, but yet I don't know. It was weird. It happened multiple times. Besides that, the story, the length of the story, the combat, the final blows, all the enemies, the boss fights, everything is really, really well done. The characters are great. The twist in the story, the loops and everything, the boss fights, just everything. It is, for $70, even though it was $10 more than most games now, for $70, it was well worth it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got New Game Plus. I can go back. I can finish the farm. I can upgrade the farm and do all the kind of stuff. It's great. So I would highly recommend it. If you guys have it, if you guys have buy it on your consoles. I don't know how it performs on consoles, but I would highly recommend getting it. It is. I know you've probably seen the story here from the VODs, but I enjoyed it a lot. And as much as I want to keep playing more, I need to continue on with more games to record. So, but I do want to revisit this. I can't. I'm excited for the next story. The first one was great. I just recently played it and recorded it, but this one was just even more. There were just jaw-dropping moments. And 8 out of 10 would slow roast the dad again. Yes. Yeah. So if you guys have the opportunity, highly suggest it. I'm sorry if while watching the stream, you got spoilers. If you didn't, highly recommend buying the game. It is great. It is great. And eventually they will fix those frame rate issues with some patches, I think. And once that's resolved, then it's going to be a perfect game. So much to do, so much good action, characters, everything. And I still got to do side quests. So would recommend.